In today's video, I'm in the JoJo universe, and I have to survive 100 days. I have 3 objectives. First, meet different stand users, who will aid me on my journey to find and defeat the ultimate stand user, Diavolo. Second, learn to use and upgrade my own stand, Star Platinum, to become the strongest stand user ever. Third, build a company of stand users, who will help me defeat evil all around the globe. And a bonus objective, locate and retrieve the super dangerous blood mask away from the hands of Dio's minions. Will I make it? Will I survive? Tune in to find out. I spawned in, and right away to get my JoJo stand I need to first find it. But before that, I need to get some wood, get a crafting table, craft a pickaxe, get some stone, and craft a better pick. I quickly gather some more ore to help me get my stand. I need it to defeat Dio, or in this universe, he's equivalent to a dude called Diavolo. He's super powerful and has a very terrifying stand called King Crimson. If you have no clue what JoJo's Bizarre Adventures is, it's an anime about me, a regular high schooler from Japan, and my name is Jotaro Kujo, and my task is to form friends and defeat all evil stand users with my own stand. Stands are powers, kind of a figure, an entity with damaging spells and all sorts of abilities. I gathered some more food by killing a few chickens and pigs, and then went off to explore, until I found a cave that looked promising. Descending down, I saw 2 witches and started fighting them, but the 2 witches at a time was actually a very hard fight, as 1 witch is already a problem for me as I don't have much gear yet, but luckily I managed to bring them both down, with only an iron sword and no armor, which kind of surprised me. And there was a chest in the cave. It seems they were guarding it. Inside, there's Star Platinum and also a knife. I finally have my very own stand, Star Platinum, and it's super awesome and it looks insane. So now I have to find Dio and defeat him. But before that, I try out my stand on some sheep nearby. Star Platinum wasn't that strong yet, so I need to level him up before facing any strong enemies. But then I went exploring further until I came across a house in the dark. It had a cake inside, and I also placed my bed to sleep. This house was an entrance to a dungeon below, and to train and hone my skill I would need to clear it. Dungeons like this are also a great way to get really good gear early in the game.
Let's go! Oh, hold up, I can feel someone's presence in this dungeon. I must find and defeat him.
But breaking my first barrier, I come up to a cake stand and also a chest with already some loot inside. And going even deeper using the stairs, I see a bunch of zombies in one of the hallways. Their armor is shining, so I decided to take another hallway and break the entrance to it. In another chest, I get an Unbreaking 1 enchant, and then start battling a group of zombies equipped in full armor with swords and shields.
Get back, you beast! Wait, how is a wither skeleton in this world? Like, why is he so big too? Something's definitely off. Come here, skeleton. Come here. There you go.
And to train my stand, I also let it out to throw a few shots. But with my skill level, I cannot keep him out for long. So I have to sort of use him in short bursts before I power him up even more. And going deeper, I block off an entrance so the zombies would stop chasing me. And then going even deeper, I see another stand user in the room. He looks at me like he wants to fight, but I don't even know him. I try to tell him that I'm only after Dio, so he doesn't need to attack me, but he continues to throw punches. I have no choice but to fight him. Seems this is a JoJo stand battle. Let's see whose stand is the strongest one.
Oh, block off the zombie. Okay, so Kakyoin, yeah? Okay, let's see who's stronger. I know my JoJo stand is pretty weak, but I did level him up once, I think. Yeah, I've got this. Come on. Oh, careful. Yeah, my armor is completely protecting me. Like, he's doing barely any damage to me. This is awesome. Yep, and there we go, his stand is on cooldown. Just get my potion just in case.
I get him pretty low this time and he starts eating a golden apple. His stand is also a higher level than mine, but luckily I have a few iron pieces of armor, which will help protect me. And as I slay him, he drops his stand, Hierophant Green, and 2 golden apples. I didn't want to kill him, but he kept attacking me, so I had to defend myself.
Oh, look, he dropped his Hierophant Green. That's his stand ability. It seems he really did not die, but I did defeat him. Oh, let's go. I've got his ability, but I cannot use it. I cannot use 2 abilities. I can only have 1 JoJo stand.
And after that, I headed upstairs back to the entrance of the dungeon, and when I got outside, I could level up my Star Platinum stand. I gave him a random stat, and now he could do a combo move, where he throws a lot of punches one after another. It's the Aura scene, which is super epic.
I need to level up my stand before he can do the full combo Aura attack. This shouldn't take long though, so I'll be ready for my next battle. Either way, oh, this chest, yep, some coal apple string, that's good. I can use it whenever I want to. Okay, so heading off now.
And then I continued exploring until I came across something interesting again. I saw some chickens and decided to use my stand's ability on it, and it actually broke the ground blocks below me, which was pretty awesome. And then I crafted a silver axe and decided to chop down a few trees, because it was time to create a base. I didn't want anything fancy, just a quick base I could fall back to and sleep at, so it wouldn't take me long to complete it. And after some hard work and a few days, I finally finished it. I was living alone, so the small size would be enough for now. I placed down a bed and the base was finally done. And to finish the day, I went to sleep and the next morning went out for my next objective. And that is to use my stand to kill a few pigs and then craft a paddle boat. But as I was leaving the area, I saw in the back that someone was waving at me. I turned the boat around and got back to the land, only to find out it was Kakyoin, the stand user from my last battle. He explained to me that when I defeated him in the battle, it woke him up from Dio's mind control, and now that he's awake, he wants to take revenge on Dio as well. He also asked for his stand back, so I gave it to him. I cannot use it anyway myself because I already have 1 stand, and you can only have 1 stand per user, and my Star Platinum suits me very well. And after that, we were done. I now had a new ally who would help me track down Dio as well, but for now I got back on my boat and sailed away.
That Kakyoin guy was seriously weird, but he does seem like a trustable guy. I mean, I don't have any other options, so Kakyoin it is. His green stand is also pretty good, so and I can definitely use his Emerald Splash ability when fighting Dio.
I spent a lot of time just swimming about, trying to find something good, until I came to an insane looking drop in a cave. And going down it, I was attacked from all sides by different mobs. They didn't let me walk a single minute without trying to kill me, so I decided I needed to get some better armor in case a creeper decides to blow me up from behind at some point. I got some adamantium and iron, and in general mined all the ore I came across. As I gained experience from mining, so did my stand, so I was still leveling it up and making it stronger. And there was so much adamantium in this cave that it was insane. And as I got back up to the surface, I quickly set up a furnace station to smelt it all and then craft myself a full adamantium armor set. I quickly crafted it and then put it on, and with that, my stand and I are a lot stronger now. We are way safer, and like I could take down a lot stronger stand users now when I come across them.
Okay, my plan is to find Dio, follow his footsteps, but first I need to find someone related to him, get some clues and ways of defeating him.
My stand finally has enough power to complete its full combo on this chicken, and it felt awesome as he broke down the dirt blocks and everything away. And in addition to that, every single block that this stand breaks I can pick it up, except for ore, so I cannot mine diamonds with it, nor anything else that is not smeltable and drops like an actual ore piece. This ability is really useful for mining, but again, it cannot break diamonds or anything of that sort, so I just have to stick to blocks with it, so grass, dirt, stone, whatever. And then I get on a boat and I explore the world, until I come across a weird place. It was sort of a cave where sunlight didn't shine through, and there were two vampire thralls. They both started running after me, but one exploded as it walked into sunlight, so this proves it. They are complete vampires and they cannot stand sunlight.
He just died. That vampire thrall, I think that's a Dio minion. Look, there's a second one. Oh, they've got a lot of health. They have 3 bars of health. That's big damage. So I'll try my Aurora attack.
And as the second vampire came up, I used my ultimate ability and just destroyed him immediately. They had a lot of health. The stand ability is actually proving to be really useful. I can now use it offensively without worrying, and the damage it does is insane. It's a lot better than a diamond sword or anything else that I can get my hands on. And climbing up a few blocks, I saw an entrance that led deep into some dungeon. I descended down it and decided to explore it again.
This looks seriously steep. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, come on, my pick. Now I have to go down.
And in my first chest, I found a golden apple, which was really cool. And in the second chest, another golden apple. I was on a roll. But the cave looked huge. It had railroads leading everywhere and also lava. There weren't a lot of mobs also, which seemed kind of weird for a cave this size. But as I was eating, I saw another one of those vampire thralls. This wasn't good, as these mobs aren't normal. They must be the works of Dio trying to start some trouble in the underworld. I battled them with my stand, so it wasn't any problems for me to clear them, no matter how many came out. But still, Dio has his fingers in this business, I'm certain. Dio is the ultimate villain, remember, and he can create vampires because he owns a blood mask.
What? This is super weird. Why are thrall zombies, vampires, in here? Also, they do look like zombies, but come on. These guys still have 3 bars of health, so that's like, they're still super strong, so I do have to be careful. If there was like a whole army, I'd probably have trouble.
But then I saw a stack of diamonds. This was a really good cave, as I already got 2 golden apples from it, and now also diamonds. And exploring a bit more, I found another stack of diamonds. With this one, I decided to see if Star Platinum could break the hardest material in the game, but he couldn't. So he cannot destroy diamonds, coal, lapis, emeralds, that sort of stuff. Despite all of it, he can destroy stone like it's nothing, but as I went further ahead, the cave seemed endless.
Oh, look, some arrow. Oh, okay, so that's... Oh, that's a ghost. Oh, that's a ghost. Is he gonna attack me? Is he friendly? Are you friendly, little fella? Oh, yeah, he is. He is friendly.
So after fighting a bunch of mobs and exploring it even more, I decided to go back to the surface. And that's when I came across another hidden dungeon. It was deep in the trees, but going in, I got swarmed by a bunch of zombies and also silverfish. I tried fighting them off and even going upstairs and using my stand's power, but that was not enough. I had to practically jump on their heads to get back down and escape this trap house. I never saw these kinds of zombies before in Minecraft. And running away, I found another entrance nearby to some place. It looked like it could have something inside, so I decided to try my luck and started digging down until I fell into another dungeon. There was a chest with a Yi longbow, which had power and unbreaking 1, and also had text that read superior craftsmanship. This was a pretty good find, but I'm sure it's not the that bow and arrow, well, if you know what I mean from the anime. And I explored the cave even deeper for more loot. But running and turning into a dark hallway, I see a stand user in the dark. He was hiding from me, but now that we saw each other, he starts attacking me. He also falls and then hides again until I find him.
Oh, did he drop? Oh, there he is, there he is. Okay, okay. I have to be really careful. Okuyasu, no way he can defeat me. I can feel his stand is weaker than mine. There's no way he can win this. I've got this.
In the middle of the battle, he throws a weird potion at me, and it places an effect that seals my stand. I basically can't call it to my aid, so I'm exposed to all of his attacks. Luckily, I have my armor on.
Oh, he got me in a corner, he got me in a corner. Okay, so golden apple for the win. Come on, baby. Yeah, oh, there we go. His stand ran out as well. His stand ran out. I can pull out my stand. Let's go, let's go. I've got this, I've got this.
But as he's really low in health, he tells me to stop. He drops all of his gear and says that he doesn't want to fight me anymore. I tell him that I'm trying to find Dio, and he says that he might know where he is, but he'll have to confirm with his people, so I decided to let him go as he doesn't have anything else, and I don't see him as a threat anymore. But going out of the cave, I turn around and see that he followed me. He wants an alliance, he says, and that he will help me find and defeat Dio. But I tell him that he must train first, as his stand is weaker than mine. I give him some armor I don't need anymore and tell him to follow me. The journey is long, but our goal is to find and destroy Dio. And when it hits nighttime, we come across an abandoned looking temple. My now adventure pal says that there might be more vampires here, as this place is creepy. And there actually are, so he has some good sense on him. So we fight them out in this field, as an endless horde of them keeps coming out from that place. And Okuyasu also said that he was in that cave exterminating the vampires as well, so he was actually helping me. After the fight, I can level up my Star Platinum again and give him more speed. But then even more of these vampires come out of the temple as I try to go in.
Okay, yeah, so this is your training to defeat Dio. This is your sort of training regime. Kill them, improve your stand, and help me defeat Dio. Let's go, we've got this.
But exploring the whole thing and clearing out any mobs, we see it's time to sleep over the night. We cleared this temple and that's one more step in defeating Dio, as I'm sure these are his minions. And as I'm aware, he's actually a vampire himself as well with a stand, so he can infect other people and make them vampires. And as morning hits, we start running until my new friend stops me and says that he has somewhere to go. He needs to go the other way and train his stand more. I defeated him in our duel and he feels he needs to get stronger. So we depart in different directions. Running alone, I decided to go back to my base, as I wasn't there for a long time. And when I'm there, I craft a lot of stone stairs and make a better roof, as my house isn't looking like the strongest stand user's base of operations. I am supposed to be recruiting strong members to fight for me against the evil Dio and his vampire army, but my house looks like it's been built by a noob, so who will take me seriously? Anyway, I did make 2 allies, which is super useful. But then I think that I should upgrade my armor into the strongest in the game and craft myself a diamond sword and a shield. I go into a random cave and get myself some obsidian, as it's time to go into the nether. I'm sure there won't be any stand users there, but as they say, stand users are always attracted and pulled towards other stand users without them even knowing, so I'll still need to be prepared for a fight even in the nether.
Oh, can't mine obsidian with an iron pick, that's better. Diamond pick for the win.
And as I'm finally back, I go and craft a flint and steel, and then start placing the nether portal. And as I'm done, I go inside and try to use my diamonds to the last one. I only get to craft a helmet, as I'm 1 diamond short for the boots and have a full diamond set. But that doesn't matter, as there is a material in the nether and it's a lot stronger than diamonds. I will use it to craft myself even better armor. As it's my last time here, I decide to get one more good night's sleep in my comfy bed, and then I head out into the portal that transports me into the nether. In there, I immediately start mining until I came across my first bunch of onyx ore.
So don't. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, this is what we're here for. We're here for better armor and onyx. That's exactly what we need. Oh, this is actually a big chunk as well. So onyx will be better than diamonds, and this will help me in defeating stands.
And then through much more mining, I find a lot more onyx. This material isn't as rare as diamonds in the overworld, but it gives better armor, so it's really good. I'm making a quick stop at the nether here to get the best armor in the game for any future stand battles I may face. I can also level up my star platinum to level 4 now, and when I come across a random piglin and use my stand's ultimate move, it just obliterates him, which is super cool.
Let's try out the ultimate move. Let's see. Come on. Oh, Dio, you better watch out. Speaking of Dio, why are there vampire thralls here? What are you doing? This is the nether. You can't be here. Get out of here.
But as I was here only for the onyx ore, as soon as I got enough, I quickly get back to the portal and get out of here. And back at the base, I finally made myself a full onyx armor set. With it, I felt a lot more secure and powerful now. Now I wouldn't hesitate to battle any stand users that are known to be really strong, so I went out and searched for them. They will not get away with being evil in this world. I will take revenge on Dio, Diavolo, and all of his minions. And that includes any stand users who are with him. And that got me into the desert. I saw a wolf attacking me and used my stand to fight it, and then I came across a sand temple. Mining inside of it, I found myself in an endless pitch dark corridor. This wasn't one of the normal temples you normally find. I had to clear the mobs and loot the chests, just like in the previous dungeon, but this one had a better loot in the chests. And it was even a different design, the sandy design, because we are in the desert. But as I'm done, I went outside and started running again, until I saw someone, a stand user running at me. He looked really strong and I got ready to battle him. He had 3 rows of hearts, which was insane for a stand user. He's a veteran. I should be really careful not to mess around with him. He can obliterate me.
I have to juke him in battle. Oh, I can't defeat him one by one. I have to juke him. Let's go. Push him in, let's go. My plan's working. Super. Yep, punch him. There we go, he's taking damage. He doesn't have any armor.
I drank a potion of swiftness and continued fighting him, but the battle was ruthless. This stand user was by far the strongest one I came across yet. And he had an insane amount of health. His stand did a flame attack, which put everything on flame, but thankfully I had golden apples, which gave me fire resistance. And at the end I told him to stop fighting. I said I was only looking for Dio and that was my only target, and he said he was looking for him as well. So we decided to team up, and he said he heard Dio was really close somewhere in this desert, hence he is here searching for any stand users. And that's the reason why he attacked me. We started running through the endless desert in search of him, and then came across a lonely village. It was getting late and we decided to stay the night there. But as it got darker, I heard some noises outside and noticed that the village quickly became overrun by the vampires. This was bad news. We needed to defend this village against these hard mobs. They were twice as strong as regular zombies, so the villagers wouldn't stand a chance without our help. And it's super crazy. These vampires look like they have coordinated a whole attack here. Why? This village has nothing. Maybe they were after us, the stand users. My new friend proved to be really useful in this fight, as the vampires just didn't end, and I could hardly keep them at bay myself.
Oh yeah, dude, you're super strong. Yeah, just use your fire ability, dude. Oh yeah, just like that. I can't get my stand out, he's on cooldown.
We fought nearly for the whole night, but our numbers began to dwindle, and then we saw that the battle would be over really soon. And once we defeated most of the vampires and waited until daytime, the rest of them just vanish, as well as we saw before. The vampires just die when exposed to sunlight, so I think Dio saw us getting close to him and decided to send a whole army to try and stop us over the night. But with my new friend's help, we successfully overcame that obstacle and faced head-on to find and fight him. And as we approached this sand temple, I had a weird feeling. And yep, looking inside I saw him. He had a crazy amount of health. This guy looked unbeatable. But we still decided to try our luck and fight him. In this JoJo universe, this guy is the equivalent of Dio. And his name is Diavolo. But he's not a vampire, so I have no clue who's actually sending out these vampires. Maybe the real Dio is somewhere here close by as well? But no matter how many punches I threw at him, he wouldn't even budge. His health pool was insane and I felt powerless to defeat him. And he did some heavy damage too, as with a few simple hits, even with full onyx armor, I had to go back and heal myself. But then all of a sudden my friend died. I have to avenge him and defeat Diavolo, so I powered up my strength and started fighting him again. But no matter what, I still couldn't damage him. But then I got an idea. We were fighting him in this temple, his domain, where he was the strongest. So I tried kiting him away from this place, and yep, he's starting to lose a lot of his health. He became immortal again, and that was the time I decided to strike. And with the final aura combo, I finally brought him down. This battle was insane. I never faced anyone so fierce. And we also lost a good friend in this battle. I'll never forget his name and what he stood for, but I must go back to my base now. But climbing up to a mountain, I saw Okuyasu, my good friend from before. I told him about this insanely strong stand user in the desert, and actually fighting him and defeating Diavolo. And since he heard that we were done, we could now finally be at peace for now, until the real Dio shows his face again and we can track his footsteps. Because this time we were led to Diavolo, who's actually a dead end because I cannot track Dio from him. But someone is still sending out vampires, so it must be the real Dio. And Okuyasu asked if I can train him, as he knows that he's weak and his stand is super weak as well. I said yes, and we decided to build a bigger house here, because my base was too small for the both of us.
Putting in the windows was the most difficult part, because you just have to wait and wait and wait until it cooked. I think I waited like even for a whole night for it just to cook, but then I quickly placed it, finished the base up, but then we got attacked.
And when it hit nighttime, a bunch of vampires came out again. I knew defeating Diavolo would not get rid of his minions, so this means the real Dio is still out there. But that didn't matter at this moment, as I was busy making a base with my partner, so we just had to fight these guys off. And since my star platinum was already so strong, I didn't have any problems defeating these guys, no matter how many came at us this night. I decided that it was pretty dangerous to continue building at night time, as more vampires can come to us. So we decided to sleep and start a new day, where I'd continue building the house. The house was basically a bigger version of the one I had before, but now with enough space for 2 people to live in it, we now have an official base of operations. And this was a great location because we weren't really surrounded by any trees, so a lot of room for me to train with my friends, their stands, and make him overall a stronger stand user. As the house was finished, we both now had a base where we could train and become even stronger. And since the vampire attack the night before, we knew that the Dio problem wasn't gone. Someone was still sending the vampire thralls at us to stop us from getting stronger.
An old master said no base is complete without a sufficient food supply, so this wheat farm will do us justice. We will get so much food with it, easy.
If you made it this far into the video, then go ahead and subscribe, as that helps out a ton. I read all the comments, so if you have any advice, please share it down below. I hope you'll watch the video where we survive 200 days and train together with my new friend to finally defeat the real evil that is behind these vampire attacks. I hope you enjoyed this adventure, and I'll see you in the next one.